Every trade entry need a good methodology. That means you must have to stick to your strategy. Look at what I was talking about on the USDJPY 1-day chart. Liquidity satisfaction at this very point of resistance right here, and the market from this very point begin to move. This is very important and key for you taking a sell or short opportunity to the downside on USDJPY, and that is what I'll be talking about in today's video. So watch this video to the very end. If you are new here, my name is Paradise. On this channel I discuss everything about forex day trading strategy to keep you profitable. Please support this channel by leaving a like for this video, subscribe, and turn on the bell notification for more forex videos like this. Also check the channel for other forex content. Right here on the USDJPY 1-day chart, I was talking about liquidity satisfaction at this very point, and that we need to see a fail swing on the 4-hour chart for us to guarantee that there is a liquidity satisfaction on the 1-day chart at this very point, and so that we can then take a trade from here to the downside on the lower time frame. And that is exact same thing that is happening right now on the chart. Okay, markets have present to us the fact that it's going to move to the downside, and that is what we are seeing right now. So on the USDJPY 1-day chart, I am now expecting that this chart move to the downside and create a new low, okay, lower than the previous low at this very point. If you look at this chart, the market move from this very area upward and then come back to the downside, move upward, come back down, and move to the upside. That means this very point is the lowest low when the market was moving to the upside to create a new high. And then this now serve as a fail swing, okay, because market did not create any new high higher than the previous high at this very point right here. So what that means is market is going to come back down, and what I am personally expecting right now on the USDJPY 1-day chart is for the market to come back to the downside and create a new low lower than the previous low at this very point. So this is what you need to note right now on the USDJPY chart. Market is going to begin to sell off, okay, and I am expecting that we as traders begin to sell the market or short the market to the downside, so that we make profit from the market begin to come back to the downside. And if you notice on USDJPY, the market has been moving all the way upward, so it is time for the market to begin to come back to the downside for a good retracement or a possible reversal. So right now, pay attention to the market coming back to the downside and retrace upward and then come back to the downside again in the next days of trading. Okay, so this is going to happen for some couple of time, and this is what you need to pay attention to right now on the USDJPY 1-day chart. And if you take a critical look at the 4-hour chart right here, you discover that something very integral right here happened on the 4-hour chart. And I was talking about a fail swing on the 4-hour chart before you can begin to take a position for a sell. And that is exact same thing that happened right here. Look at it here. If you understand the rhythm, or you take a rhythm of this very market, you discover when the market creates a new high, market came back to the downside and then create a new low, which is low at this very point, lower than the previous low at this very area, and then move upward from here, fail to create a new high at this very point, and then market begin to come back to the downside. So at what point will you start taking a sell position? It is when the market cross below this very area of important support. And once the market cross below this area of important support, if you notice at this very point, the market begin to crash back to the downside aggressively. So this is one of the most important things you need to understand when you are trading liquidity. So once liquidity is satisfied at a particular level, which you can always find out on the 4-hour chart and trade in line with that, you will always be in line with the right direction of the market 80 to 90% of the time. So what I am expecting right now on the USDJPY 4-hour chart is for this market to further come back to the downside. Now, if you notice, market has moved all the way from here downward. Okay, so it is not advisable for you to take a sell position at this very point where the market is right now of 155.33. It is advisable for you to wait for the market to give us a nice retracement, and then at the end of the retracement you take a sell position to the downside, because the market is still going to come back to the downside. And what you should do right now is wait for the market to come back a little bit, and then retracement is going to come into the market. At the end of retracement, market is going to come back to the downside. So at the end of retracement will be the nice time for you to sell the market or short the market, for the market to come back to the downside, for you to ride massive profits in line with the 1-day chart, because it is already guaranteed that on the 1-day chart liquidity is satisfied, and that the 4-hour chart right here is going to move back to the downside. So what you need to pay attention to right now as a trader, if you are trading USDJPY 4-hour chart, is paying attention to selling the market. And you don't need to sell where the market is right now. Allow the market to retrace and give you that very discount to sell the market to the downside. So this is what you need to pay attention to right now on the USDJPY 4-hour chart. And on the Euro USD chart right here, if you look at this very point, market is at this very level of important resistance. So market move all the way from this very point upward, and then come back to the downside, move upward. So from this very area, I am expecting the market to come back to the downside. Not an aggressive move to the downside anyway, but I am expecting the market to come back down a little bit this week before any further movement to the upside on the 1-day chart. This is very important, because if you notice on this very chart, we have a very important resistance right here, and then liquidity has been taken off from this very area on the chart, as you can see right here from this level of resistance. What this means is that the market is going to come back down, okay? And we need to monitor that and pay attention to the 4-hour chart. And one thing we need to monitor on the 4-hour chart is fail swing, okay? So once we see a fail swing on the 4-hour chart, then it is guaranteed that the market is going to begin to move down. And that means on the 4-hour chart, we'll begin to look for sell opportunity to the downside on the Euro USD 4-hour chart. So market is coming back to the downside gradually right here after a creation of this very new high at this very point. So what you need to pay attention to right now is you need to wait for the market to come back down, move upward, fail to create a new high at this very point. Once we see that failure, a market come back to the downside below this level of support, market is going to begin to move to the downside. That is only when you can begin to take a sell position. Okay, so the sell position on Euro USD need you to wait for some time for us to see a fail swing before you enter any sell position. And for the USDJPY, the sell position is already in play. You need to wait for retracement to come in before you begin to take a sell position as well on USDJPY. So for Euro USD, wait for the market to come back to the downside, okay? Because I am expecting that this market continue this very movement on the 4-hour chart to the downside, and the retracement, and then come back to the downside again, because liquidity have been taken off on the 1-day chart. And for us to say that liquidity has been satisfied, we need to see this very movement on the 4-hour chart, which is market come back to the downside, move upward, create a fail swing, and then come back to the downside. Once the market move below this level of support, then it will be the nice time for you to take a sell position, which is a guarantee that liquidity has been satisfied on the 1-day chart. So this is what you need to pay attention to right now, guys, on the Euro USD 4-hour chart. Please support this channel by leaving a like for this video, subscribe, and turn on the bell notification for more Forex videos like this. Also check the channel for other Forex content. If you've not registered with any broker, I have a recommended broker for you in the description of this video. Check it out and register right now. Thanks for watching.